Take a good look at this XR6 Turbo Ute. Think it's a stocker? Well, think again. With 10-second time slips and over 500 kilowatts at the wheels, this is one Ute that's one fast sleeper.
Hi, my name's Dyno-Mite and this is my XR6 Turbo.
As a hardcore V8 fan, Dion did previously own a late model GT. But having played God with some of his customers' XR6 Turbo Falcons, he quickly realised that he needed a change, one in the form of a Vixen Red Ute.
Well, this car feels and drives pretty much like a standard car.
A designated build program was quickly devised, and it centred around increasing the Falcon's power output and lowering the quarter-mile times. It's been a gradual process so far, and without a doubt the highlight has been the low 10-second pass.
After the car had reached the 10-second pass as a genuine street car, we decided to go all out and improve the times down to 10.2.
Under the bonnet, there's nothing out of the ordinary. It's all designed to look stock as a rock. Dion has developed a package that looks as much at home in his 10-second streeter as it would in a Ford new car showroom. The changes are so subtle that you'd really need to know what to look for to spot them. Making around 500 kilowatts meant that the engine's internals needed to be able to handle the Garrett GT 3540 Turbo's Fury. Specific modifications such as bigger rods, uprated valve springs and engine balancing ensure that with further development the car engine will take whatever Dion throws at it.
The other plans that we've thought of, maybe to change the transmission to maybe a 3-speed or a 2-speed. We'd definitely like to improve the rear end to something like a 9-inch, and last but not least we'd probably like to put a larger turbo on it, but we still don't really want to sacrifice our drivability we have now.
One of the hidden power secrets to the mighty XR6 Turbo is the exhaust. Dion fitted the Ute with a massive 3.5-inch mild steel shotgun system, specifically designed to flow as much as possible. In addition to the engine hardware, Dion has retuned the factory ECU and added a 125 horsepower shot of nitrous oxide.
The first memorable moment of the car was running the 1098 at 124 or colder.
The transmission is a modified factory BTR 4-speed auto, complete with tricked up 2,800 RPM stall converter, and the diff is still as is from the Ford factory. Whilst normally seen wearing the factory rims on the street, Dion has opted for a set of max wheel lightweight alloy race rims when he hits the track. Combined with a set of Mickey Thompson radial ET street tyres, they certainly help the car to leave the line hard.
The hardest part about building this car was getting all the aftermarket items and the tune to work as one.
Since he's only interested in drag racing the Ute, Dion has left the factory Ford braking and suspension components untouched. And essentially, he's not too fussed anyway, as he believes that the factory ABS system should be adequate if things get scary at the top end.
I actually drive this car every day, and the only time the car's not been driven is when I have the transmission out for repairs.
On the outside, there's nothing that'd make you think that the Ute is a fast one. Aside from the company graphics, he prefers to keep it the way Ford intended it to look. The same applies to the interior, which only plays host to a lone aftermarket boost gauge. Whilst the XR6 is a proven 10-second warrior, Dion tells us that with the current setup, it's a real pussycat in traffic and pitbull on the quarter mile. And considering that he uses it as his work car, wouldn't you want it to be?
When I've been driving on the road, most people presume that it's a standard XR6 Turbo, till they give me a bit of a line up and I pass them at about 120 k's sideways, and then they, normally gets their attention.
So take Dion's car into consideration next time you pull up next to a late model Falcon at the drags. It may look like every other one, but chances are you might just get a really good look at the back end as it disappears into the distance. Ask around and anyone will tell you, red cars go faster.